knowing what the woods has to offer is a good idea for anybody who spends any amount of time in the woods, especially if you spend the amount of time in the woods that I do. Wild medicinals is always a good thing to know about. Whether it be plantain, which is a really good medicinal to know about, or knowing that apple is astringent. If you get a cut, there you go. So let's go have a look and see what we can find, and I'll show you everything I can. Hi guys, Dave here with another wild medicinal plant for you from my wild medicinal series. It's also kind of an edible, but most of its properties are medicinal. Now, identification of wild bergamot, otherwise known as horsemint, is pretty simple. What does it smell like? It's slightly minty, kind of perfume. It's very aromatic. Not just the flowers either. Not the stem, the leaves, everything is very, very perfumey, minty, kind of. It really smells like green. I don't really know how to. Once you know this smell, you'll be fine. You'll never forget it. So the flowers are kind of shaggy and purple. Leaves are kind of spear point, arrow point, like if, you know, primitive man was like flint knapping. That's kind of what the leaves are like. The stems are green mottled in red. They're a little bit woody, but the smell, you won't forget the smell. Now you can cook this into, you know, your food, you know, your soup salad kind of idea. It's got sort of a peppermint taste, but it's cleaner. If it smells like green, it also tastes like green. It's a really hard plant to describe because it is fairly unique, but it does have a slight peppermint taste to it. Now you can shred this, or you can dry it up and whatever, and sprinkle it on meat to keep insects away from it. You can rub it on yourself, and that aromatic minty smell will help keep insects off you. So it's kind of a good bug repellent, insect, black flies, possibly ticks, I'm not too sure. Or you can brew this into a tea, basically just like boom, and I brew that into a tea, and that's going to help with cold and flu, sore throats. It's pretty good for relieving like muscle cramps and menstrual cramps, things like that. It's slightly stimulant, and oh, I know there's one other thing. Okay, so after a quick break, so a biker could get through on the trail, and a little cheat checking out that thing that I forgot. Wild bergamot is also good if you have like stomach problems, gastrointestinal problems. It kind of helps, you know, even everything off, kind of whatever. And if you have, you know, like a low fever, it will help with that as well, which is actually pretty standard for the mint family. Why I couldn't remember that, I have no idea, because mint is generally something that settles your stomach. That's standard for pretty much all of them. So I don't know how I could forget that. Okay, so there you have it. Horsemint, also known as wild bergamot. a very useful wild medicinal, pot herb, you know, kind of wild edible, insect repellent kind of idea. Really, really good thing to know. Really good thing to know. Especially if you're around where I'm from, up in Muskoka, where the mosquito literally is our national bird. You wanna know anything that'll help keep them away from you. So I hope that helps. I hope you enjoyed that, and I will see you in the next one.